January 14th, Russia continues to respond to Ukrainian positions and installations with FPV drones and artillery shelling. At the same time, rocket launchers and fighter jets continue to operate. If you are ready, let's go to the video. Ukrainian armed forces soldiers attempting to advance on Pokrovsk near Kharkov were repulsed by Russian FPV drone operators. Their tanks, vehicles, and various equipment were destroyed. Casualties are reported as follows. M113 APC near the village of Andreevka. A Kozak APC near the village of Andreevka. Humvee armored vehicle near the settlement of Alexievka. Ural with LS in the vicinity of the settlement of Bogdanovka. MTLB in the vicinity of Ulakli settlement. BMP2 near Novopavlovka settlement. BBM Kozak near the Udaknoye settlement. T-72 tank near the village of Shribnoye. You are watching the destruction of equipment and vehicles of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk region by FPV drone. The Russian Ministry of Defense released the video. It is almost impossible to escape or hide from FPV drones. In the Torsk direction, the Russian military inflicted precision strikes on Ukrainian pickup trucks and Kozak armored fighting vehicles, causing extensive damage. The vehicles were completely disabled. This attack took place in the Dzerzhinsk settlement. The attack was carried out by drone operators of the 132nd Brigade. A Russian Lancet and a tank of the Ukrainian armed forces were destroyed in the Kharkiv region. Lancet's cruising speed is between 80 to 110 kilometers, and its maximum speed reaches up to 300 kilometers. This is the maximum speed it can reach only during diving, that is, while moving towards the enemy. In the Kursk border region, fighters of the 34th Mountain Brigade pursued Ukrainian infantrymen who fled into the forest after attacking a Ukrainian armored vehicle with an FPV drone. Targeting the infantry hiding in trenches and bushes, the drones attacked again without delay. A few FPV drones seemed to be enough to destroy or damage a $1 million armored vehicle. Soldiers of the 34th Mountain Brigade of the Southern Military District of the Kursk border region attack an American Bradley infantry fighting vehicle. All the events are recorded moment by moment. According to today's date, more than half of the village is now under the control of the Russian army. The Bradley fighting vehicle carries a 25mm automatic cannon, TOW missiles, and machine guns. Russian Army destroys US M777 and M119 guns, supporting the advance to the Dnipropetrovsk region. The M777 is a lightweight US-made 155mm towed howitzer gun. The M119 is a lightweight US-made 105mm towed howitzer gun. It has a range of about 11 kilometers, up to 19 kilometers with rocket-assisted ammunition, and is primarily used to provide fire support to infantry units. These two towed howitzers were destroyed or rendered obsolete as a result of an attack by the Russian army with the Lancet. Lancet is a kamikaze drone. It is known for its success in destroying armored vehicles. Soldiers of the 27th Brigade near Kupiansk destroyed equipment, vehicles, and bunkers of the Ukrainian armed forces trying to advance towards the Kharkiv region. FPV drones can damage bunkers by dropping bombs from above when they cannot penetrate narrow passageway bunkers. FPV drones are also used to determine location. Thanks to the locations determined by FPV drones, artillery units can hit the target very well. American armored personnel carriers and tanks trying to advance in the Kursk region were hit by drones with pinpoint accuracy. FPV drones are small, but very effective. If used correctly, they can cause considerable damage, or even completely destroy the target. Destroying moving vehicles is a very difficult task, because targeting the sensitive points of tanks and armored vehicles is a difficult task. Tanks of the Ukrainian armed forces near Sudzha on the Kursk front are being destroyed by Russian drone operators. The drones that hit the tank directly caused great damage to the tank's hull. According to reports, in addition to the FPV drones, the Lancet kamikaze drone struck the final blow, causing the tank of the Ukrainian armed forces to burn. The tank was destroyed. Russian tanks went head-to-head with tanks of the Ukrainian armed forces, and an incredible battle took place. Russian troops launched an offensive east of Mirnograd in Donetsk, and then took the village of Vozdvizhenka. After that, they moved on to Elizavetovka. When the Russian troops entered the village, they found Ukrainian tanks, and a fierce battle immediately broke out. At a distance of 50 meters, 3 Russian infantry fighting vehicles and 2 Ukrainian tanks collided. According to the report, the Russian 5th Brigade's tank fired 3 times at the Russian tank and missed twice. Then the Russian tank pierced the armor of the Ukrainian tank and destroyed it. Other Ukrainian tanks hid behind the flaming tank and drove away. The Elizavetovka area was then secured.